My first guest has starred in films like Black Widow, Bad Timing, Essential Obsession, and Kafka. She has a new film opening called Cold Heaven. Please welcome Theresa Russell. Theresa. Hi, Theresa. You look natty tonight.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you look nice.
So do you.
Oh, thank you. Now, you always seem to me that I might be over-speaking my bounds here, but you seem to choose roles that are interesting as opposed to overtly commercial. Is that a conscious choice, or there are just not that many commercial roles out there for women per year?
Well, there's not that many out there. Also, I do tend to do what makes me happy and fulfilled creatively and all that other junk.
As you come striding out, though, I see you. You could have did Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Were you interested in that?
I never even hear about it.
No? Because that's a big commercial hit for her. And
yeah, it's great. Good for her.
Yeah. Now, this is your sixth...
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying. I thought you looked a little bit like Rebecca De Mornay as you came around the corner.
Maybe she looked like me.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I'm saying. All of a sudden, I'm referee at a cat fight. I was trying to be nice, damn it. Now this is...
Wait, if you must have a problem with women, then, if you compliment them by telling them they look like somebody else.
Well, of course you know I'm gay. Well, I don't know how to be with you gals. All right. Let me get off the whole. Anyway, you know, you just look similar to me, but you're right. She looks like you, and jeez, I'm really off to a bad start here. Okay, what's your favorite color? All right, tell me about this new film. This is Cold Heaven, your sixth film with your husband, Nick Roeg. You all know her husband? No? Oh, come on. Yeah, sure you do. Well, I know your husband. I enjoy his work. What's this one about? Tell me about Cold Heaven.
Well, it's about marriage and spirituality and commitment and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. How does your marriage hold up under the rigors of working with your husband so frequently? You have a nice working relationship?
Yeah, we do. It's hard. I mean, it's positive and negative. I mean, the negative side is if we do have a disagreement on the set, you know, a lot of people, you know, the crew members will come and they'll like sit down and want to really see what the punch-up's going to be about. But if it's a husband and wife, they get really uptight and want to disappear. Right. You know, but
those are
luckily that doesn't happen very often.
You can tell he's from Europe with the punch-up. My wife's from Europe too, and I never had punch-up in my vocabulary till I married her. Punch-up is what almost happened earlier between her and I when I said, now do we have a clip from this film? We're going to look at a clip of this? Cold Heaven? Just a little clip. Theresa's film. Let's watch.
I know this place. I know this place. I've never spoken of it or of you until last week in confession. I dreamed a dream that happens here. That happens to you.
Who picked that? Who picked the clip? Huh? Oh, it was more like the Nun's clip, wasn't it? I don't know. We'll be right back with Theresa Russell after this, folks. Hey. Back. We're back with Theresa Russell. Now, you know, I tend to think that some people might believe you're like a European actress or something. You're actually from the Valley, right?
I know. I'm a Valley girl. My first boyfriend was a surfer. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That, of course, the Valley girl character. I guess it's because your husband. He seems like Nick Roeg. That's just so European, it seems to me. What film did you meet him on?
Bad Timing.
Yeah? You know pretty quickly?
Yeah, I would say it was love at first sight. Yeah. I mean, I waited, though, until we were filming a while before we actually did anything.
Yeah. Can't
I didn't want him
go.
to think I was easy, and that was why I was getting the part, you know.
Oh, getting the part. Sorry, you mean the film part. Now you have 2 children, right?
This is correct.
Okay. I'm going to be nice.
You
From
have-
here on
you have
in.
children, too.
Yeah, I have one little boy named Holden. And what are your kids' names?
Staten and Maxim
Staten?
and Maximilian, yeah.
Oh, that's a neat name. What is
Staten Jack. This is my great-grandfather's name. He was an Iowa farmer, and I just thought it was a cool name.
Yeah, Staten. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, was your first film The Last Tycoon?
That's right. I was 18.
What was it like doing your first film with Kazan? I actually read Kazan's book, and he mentioned in
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, I think he just said he said nice things about you. What was it imposing working with him right off the bat?
Well, I was so young and stupid, you know. I just thought it was a great thing. I was trained method, so everybody kind of worshipped Kazan and all this stuff. So I didn't even think I was going to get the part. I was just really thrilled to even get there into a couple meetings, you know, just to hear what he had to say about stuff. You know, it was great.
Do the disciples of method find it odd that the 2 gurus of method, according to the book at least, they didn't even seem to get along? Was that a big schism in the community there between Kazan and Strasberg?
Well, by the time the book came out, I mean, he was already dead, Strasberg, but I suppose in the earlier days of the actor studio and all that, yeah, it was. Because they had started the actor studio together, and this is boring. They don't want to know about this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I was kind of interested. I'm sorry. It's just me. Okay, let's talk about what won't bore them.
No, it was great, though.
You're a
I'd
tough
love
crowd.
to talk about it.
What about working with Soderbergh on Kafka? I just saw that, and was that a good time?
He's so clever.
Have you seen that? Is that for you?
Yeah. It was different being directed by someone younger than me, though. That was hard to get used to. He's like 26 years old. He's just unbelievable.
He has a great eye. I love the moment when they get into the castle and it goes color. That was such a weird moment.
I know. I really like that film. I'm proud to be a part of it.
What was the flap about horror? How did you stand up to that? It seems so odd to me that people would... it seemed like everybody got in an uproar just about the name. And
I don't know what that was about, because it wasn't explicit sexually, and it wasn't overly violent, and there was bad language, but, you know, I mean, so a lot of these gang-type films are as well. It would have been ludicrous to make her not talk like that.
Right.
So, I don't know what it was about. I really don't. If it's about a feeling, that's kind of scary, isn't it? That you can put that kind of a rating on something because it made you feel a certain way, you know? I don't...
What was it, NC-17?
Yeah.
It seems odd to me about the age thing, doesn't it? That
It
it's
does,
an age.
yeah.
Shouldn't it be like IQ 80 or something? You know, it should have something to do with other than age. Now, some people would say, you know, that, you know, horror is maybe too realistic a depiction, but for God's sake, so many people decried Pretty Woman for, you know, I liked Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
I'm a
I did
softie.
too.
I thought
I
it was a
liked it.
sweet film, but
Yeah.
obviously many of the hookers on Sunset Boulevard don't go home with Richard Gere. You know?
Yeah,
It's just not always
all
that
the ones
nice.
I talked to, that never happened.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, well, it'd probably be a lot crowdeder street if it could happen out there.
Yeah.
Get the feeling you'd have to take straws. So all in all, I'm going to ask you, how do you rate the interview? Now, you think I was boring? I was asking about Kazan, and I'm just trying to learn for
pretty
future
green
things
eyes.
here. I have nice green eyes?
Yeah.
Well, interview was a success for me. All right, I'm going to work on my technique. I'll have you back next time. But I wanted to know about Kazan. I'm fascinated
No,
by
I-
it. 18-year-old kid meeting an old master like that.
Absolutely.
Sounded interesting. Okay, maybe not. Theresa Russell, folks, and the film is Cold Heaven. We'll be right back. Music from Lloyd Cole.